My God, dude. I feel like, oh, look at me right now. I'm typing on a computer with a cigarette in my mouth. Who am I?
Samuel L. Jackson in
Yeah!
Jurassic Park.
Yeah! Long distance brothers. Okay. Yeah, I got a juniper bonsai.
Juniper Binze.
It's a little too big for the shelf, though. So I gotta trim the top down. But it's one of the few non-toxic plants that you can have around cats in your home.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of toxic things for cats. Cats get sick real easy.
Yeah.
What weak creatures they are.
Like it's Christmas time right now, and I don't know if a lot of people know this. It's pretty common knowledge amongst cat owners. Can you hear the cat right now in the litter box?
No.
He's like, Obama has anxiety, so he'll like when his feet get dirty, he just constantly is in there wiping them off.
Obama has anxiety.
Had to take Obama to the vet.
Sounds like
had to put Obama down. Oh. All of these things are sentences I'm going to say one day.
Jesus.
So poinsettias. You got to be careful around Christmas time with poinsettias because they are extremely toxic to cats.
Got one right here.
Well, you should probably put it on a higher shelf away from James. James.
His name's not James, it's Jim. If you say James around Chelsea, she'll kill you.
Oh, the girl with the mustache?
Yeah, the girl with the mustache. She'll kill you.
I'm so afraid. Well, she does have high amounts of testosterone, so I should be.
Yeah, more than you.
Yeah. Last night, the only chick on the show dropped out. So my opening bit was like, all right, since you ain't getting any girls tonight, I'm your boob portion of the show.
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all heard of the itty bitty titty committee? I'm of the big breasted bitch brigade.
And, they got laughs.
Yeah. I had to follow Casey Rocket.
I don't know what that is.
Really, really good comedian. You're going to know his name one day. And yeah, I had to follow him, and I was like, Casey, I'm fucking ready for it, man. Like,
did Casey get an appearance?
I had to follow Derek Poston 2 nights ago.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so this week has been like a really good test for me to see if I'm capable of following really good comics. And I'm proud of myself, man. I'm proud of myself. I had some really shitty weeks a couple weeks ago, and this was a good week.
You know, I listen to a lot of podcasts, obviously. You know, I listen to, I love Andrew Schultz's podcast. I listen to Tim Dillon's, Joe Rogan, of course. Apparently Snoop Dogg's going to be on Joe Rogan today, so that's cool. But anyways, Anyways, they all talk about that. They all talk about like how, I remember Andrew Schultz had a conversation with Akash Singh, who's hilarious also, talking about how there was like a month where Andrew thought he was just going to quit. But he said that those times, and this is true for anything. This isn't just true for comedy. This is true for like anything. Those times where you're struggling, where you think you're at your worst, you're actually learning the most. So, and it's true. Like I've been in very deep depressions before, and those times are always great because I learn a lot about myself, and I'm always a better person afterwards. So
afterwards, especially, that's the hardest part, is getting to the afterwards.
But once you get there, it's awesome. Yeah. Once you go through it a couple times, then you're like,
that's what I talked about with Casey last night, is that like I go into these like waves of like I'm doing really well, I'm being successful, but then like you go with like a week without any bookings or any like really any new jokes, or a couple weeks, and then it hits a month and you're like, we've been there before. Yes, I've been there before a lot. I just got out of there, and I already feel myself last night slipping back into another down, because like that was my last big book show for a couple weeks.
Oh yeah.
and now I
You
have
get
to
high and then you go low. Yeah.
yeah. So I'm just
You just gotta keep working.
I have big things planned though. I got a show on December 9th I'm booking. I'm helping another guy in town book his shows. So
Mhm.
I'm like, I'm busy, but like there's still so much up in the air with this career that it's like, yeah, I get why and just imagine if and then like hearing that story about Andrew Schultz, it's like if Andrew Schultz did quit stand-up comedy, how bad that would have been for comedy.
Mhm. Yeah, because he's very important right now. So you'll be important someday. You just gotta keep plugging.
He's changing audiences. I
Mhm.
notice I go to shows and there's some young crowds that all they want to do is be roasted.
Mhm.
They want to be talked to from the comedian. And
Well,
and and that's been done for years, but Andrew was like one of the first like successful crowd work specialists
yeah.
where he's just a master of his quick wit.
Well, he's like Don Rickles. He's the millennial Don Rickles.
Fuck yeah.
That's what I've been calling him since the beginning. I sent Mom and Mark a bunch of his stuff, and even Mark agrees. Mark is our mom's boyfriend. He's a great guy, Saint Mark. I call him for putting up with Mom. Speaking of Mom, um, she sent me a text. She said that our last podcast had too many swear words. So so I guess we got to
That's
cut
whole
back on.
shit.
Yeah. Well, I think she was talking mostly about me, so I guess I got to cut back on the swearing. So I can't say words like fuck. I can't say words like
Well, it
shit.
did,
I
it
can't
didn't
say
help that
words
the
like
first
pussy
clip that
ass
I
bitch.
cut, the first clip I used at the beginning of that
Where I'm
podcast.
like, what the fuck? Oh, we discovered what that is, by the way.
Oh,
Chelsea
what
looked
is
it
it?
up. It was a Jack Skellington like balloon, or yeah, Jack Skellington balloon that somebody put on a fucking um drone and flew around LA.
Really?
Yeah.
This is LA. This is LA. I'm an
This is-
alien. Yo, I used to, my favorite past drug stories is
Mhm.
is using nitrous and singing Jack's Lament.
Inside of these I don't know the
Yeah.
words.
And since I am dead, I can take off my head to
Yeah,
recite Shakespearean quotations. But
those
with
cats are gonna
nitrous, your voice gets lower and you can like really embody. But I will say this, if you don't sing professionally like I did, it might not be like successful attempt if you use nitrous to sing that. It's kind of like when baseball players use steroids. It's like, yeah, if you use steroids or I use steroids, it wouldn't make us good at baseball. But they
it'll
had
just
all those
make us
years of
grow boobies.
practice and then added the steroids. So I had all those years of practice and added the nitrous. And then I was able to sing Jack's Lament.
That's good.
Yeah.
Sounds good. It's a good song.
Yeah.
That's my favorite song from that movie.
It's it's the perfect ego song.
Yeah, it's all about his ego.
It's ego death.
I'm the king.
Yeah.
I'm the king of Halloween. I don't want to do it anymore. I want to find something else. Oh, look at Christmas.
Yeah.
Sandy Claus. All right, let's do it. And then you got Oogie Boogie, who's just fucking shit up. I that was seriously such a great movie, like in itself, like as kids when we grew up, like having that. And you know how long they fucking worked on that movie? And it's great. It's a great idea because you can watch it starting in Halloween. You can really watch it year round. But like if you're one of those fucks that only watches things like seasonally, you're only like I only watch Christmas Story at Christmas. Like
I'm
whatever.
seasonal.
I only
Every
watch The
Easter I
Sandlot.
watch Passion of the
I,
Christ.
I only you do not.
Yeah, I'm a Jim
No, I
Caviezel
only
fan.
watch Sandlot in June during baseball season, or some bullshit, like that. No, I watch.
Every December 5th, I watch Pearl Harbor.
Yeah,
That's December 8th, isn't it?
December 8th. Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways,
Every 9/11, I like to watch George Bush speeches.
no, there's that Nicolas Cage movie called World Trade Center.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just saw a picture of him with
Every
Tim
April
Burton.
12th, I watch Schindler's List.
Wait, we gotta. This is gonna be the first share screen. I gotta show you this.
All right, do I gotta put you as a host?
Yeah, you're gonna have to do it.
because I got some stuff I need to share too. So we'll have to go back and
Well,
forth.
if you go back and forth, you could do that. That's the wonderful thing about Zoom.
Oh, all right, you're hosting now.
I'm the hostess with the most. Just make sure that last time I noticed my work and my regular email showed up.
Oh, was it on the actual
It was
screen?
on it, but
Oh, should I go back?
nobody better email me through my work email. I will report you, and I
Yeah,
will
God
count you a
forbid our
scam.
mother emails you at work.
Adam, why are the dishes done? Mom, we don't live together anymore.
Oh my God.
Adam, you swear too much.
I just had a PTSD flashback.
Anyways, this is what I was talking about. Tim Burton.
What am I looking at right now?
Tim Burton wanted to do a Nicolas Cage Superman movie. That's it right there.
We didn't get this?
No, we never got this.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm clicking too much. I gotta just let it sit. So you click on it, you let it sit. That's the rules. But yeah, this is something that could have happened. And it was happening right around the time of Michael Keaton's dude, could you imagine if they did Superman versus Batman with Michael Keaton and Nicolas Cage?
That would have been amazing.
That would have been fucking amazing.
But just like, why Nicolas Cage? Jesus Christ. 1 second. I gotta
spray him.
They love jumping and dangling on the blinds.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Not for my blinds.
Cat things.
Cat things.
But this is we got the we could have had this.
Okay, I watched
would have been a lot better.
I watched Con Air the other day.
It's such a good movie.
Such a good movie. You got Dave Chappelle, John Malkovich, Nicolas Cage, and bro,
Steve Buscemi playing an absolute psycho.
Yeah, but you know what?
And the guy who played Bubba,
I will say, out of all the Steve Buscemi psycho roles of that decade, definitely one of the weaker ones.
Yeah, he's not like Rockhound.
He shines in Armageddon.
Oh yeah.
Like, he has quotable moments in Armageddon. Like, is this Dr. Seuss's nightmare? Like, in Con Air, he's kind of he sings the song when the plane is crashing. That's funny.
You think that's bad? I took out a $700,000 loan from a loan shark.
Yeah, that's why he wants to die on the fucking meteor.
Yeah, just let me.
He's the only storyline in that movie that's real.
Mm-hmm. And then his stripper girlfriend comes at the end.
He is the only one with a happy ending.
That's
everyone else lost
Michael Bay's only good movie. I did not care for any of the Transformers.
Did you see Horace and Pete?
When it was on?
Yeah.
No.
Or on Hulu?
No.
So it's Louis C.K. and Steve Buscemi play brothers.
Oh, okay.
And they own a bar together in New York. And that is 100% worth watching.
Okay. Stephen Wright's in it?
Yes. It's extremely dramatic, though.
Kurt Metzger?
It's like watching a full-on play. It's not like watching a normal TV show. It's filmed like a stage production movie.
Oh, Edie Falco's in it too.
Oh, Queen, yeah.
Yeah.
She's so fucking good. Apparently he casted her because he saw her at she's like one of his favorite actors, Louis C.K. And he saw her at the I think it was the Emmys for The Sopranos. Or no, she was on Nurse Jackie.
Yeah.
And he was on Louis, and I think they both were on FX.
Yeah.
So they got sat in the same section. So he like walked up to her and he was like, "Hey, I would love to have you on this show." So he was just walking up at award shows and casting his shows.
Well, her and Steve Buscemi worked together in The Sopranos in like season 4 or 5 or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Was.
So I feel like probably Buscemi being attached to it probably had a lot with getting her too.
Yeah.
I mean, bless Louis for being able to get those many great actors onto one screen.
It's on Hulu, so and I'm subscribed to Hulu through you. So I'm gonna watch that now. It's got Stephen Wright in it. It's got to be good.
Yeah, Kirk Metzger's in it, small part. It's one of the bar patrons.
I'm gonna
It's a
smoke
good
a
show.
cigarette. You want to smoke? Like I got a little tiny cigarette.
Oh yeah, I got a cigarette too. We smoking
We're
cigarettes now?
smoking cigarettes now. Let's smoke some cigarettes.
CBD, what's yours?
Tobacco.
All right,
I roll my own cigarettes
Hey,
now. It's cool. I'm like a
relax.
cowboy.
Relax, both of you. Calm
No,
down.
let them do their thing.
Hey.
Hey! No, let them do their thing. Let them ruin your house. It's fine.
There,
Oh, there he goes again. Every
they
time
already
David
killed my
coughs.
dog. I had
Well,
two cats and a dog, and they
Well, your dog kind of had it coming. After what your dog said about you know,
Obama.
Obama, not the cat Obama, the President Obama. I was done with them.
Let me see. Do you still see me if I click this? Can you still see me?
I don't know what you're clicking.
Like I just clicked something, but can you still see me on screen?
Yeah, I can see you.
Okay, awesome. Because I had some news I wanted to bring up while we're on movie subjects. I think this would be a good time to jump to this one.
Okay, and I got something to share too, but go ahead. Do I need to make you a host? I could switch you back to the host boy now.
Host boy, yeah, make me a host.
I'll make you a host. Oh, you're
So,
such a host.
Am I a host now?
You're such a host.
All right, stop that. How do I share screen? I'm so old. I'm such an old man inside my brain. How do I share my screen?
There's a green share screen button.
Oh my God, it's right in the fucking
It's
middle.
right there.
All right, and then just desktop one.
Huh?
What? Open system, grant access. Allow the apps below to record the contents on your screen, even while using other apps.
Just hit yes.
Why won't it let me? Oh my God, dude. I feel like, oh, look at me right now. I'm typing on a computer with a cigarette in my mouth. Who am I?
Samuel L. Jackson in
Yeah!
Jurassic Park.
Yeah!
Access here.
You
You didn't say the magic word. You didn't say the magic word.
That's my password. Why isn't it working?
You didn't say the magic word.
All right, there we go. I didn't realize I could just use Touch ID. Zoom US will not be able to record the contents of your screen until it quits. Oh, fuck you. Oh, you're a bitch, Zoom.
Well, just tell me what it is and I'll look it up and I'll just be the guy that does all that shit.
Man.
I'll do all the sharing. Since Zoom doesn't want you to do the thing, what I gotta look up?
Dude, that's bullshit, bro. No, now it loses all the
magic.
Whatever, dude. So Tom Hanks is Geppetto. They're making a live action Pinocchio.
Didn't they already make that with Jonathan Taylor Thomas back in the 90s?
I don't know. I don't remember that.
Yes, they did. They did.
Well, you're the host. You can bring it up. I can't. I have an article here about how the dolphin from Dolphin Tale Winter died. I was going to share that with y'all. I was going to show you a photo of Winter the dolphin. I can't do that because Zoom is being a giant raging whore. All right. I have so much anger in my soul. I need to breathe. My cigarette.
Yeah, smoke that cigarette. Here we go.
And then I want to talk about Joachim Soria too.
Winter the dolphin who inspired Dolphin Tale has died.
Yeah, in an aquarium.
Well, speaking of aquariums,
how do you feel about dolphins being in aquariums, seeing that they are, if not more so?
Well, this dolphin had no
this is a dolphin with the handicap.
Yeah, so I think an aquarium would probably be the best place for it.
Oh, I
Look
thought
at
this
that
was
thing.
like one of the.
He's already depressed.
Yeah,
You
look
can
how
just tell,
sad he looks.
like he's sad dolphin. He's like, I don't have a fucking tail. Some shark
Oh,
bit it
look
off.
at this shit. Hey, look at this shit real quick. Amazon original documentary Mayor Pete. I can't stand that Pete Buttigieg motherfucker. I don't, not because of who he is as a person, but because he wants to be famous. He doesn't care about our laws or the people of this country.
So does Kyle Rittenhouse. He said it right in his thing. Everybody wants to be famous. Why are we doing this? To become famous.
Yeah,
so
but I'm not trying to write laws and lead the people to salvation.
Yes, we are.
I'm not. I'm just trying to pay my bills with my voice, bro.
No, Pete Buttigieg, he's a good man. I mean, I don't agree with.
I didn't say he's not a good man, but I'm sick of politicians getting. Why is there a documentary about Pete Buttigieg right now? Because they're trying to make him more of a household name so that they can prop him up when he runs for president.
Well,
I don't care what side you're on. There shouldn't be a documentary about you
until
you're done with your career.
There's so many documentaries out there right now about everyone. My favorite documentary of all time was the one about the dinosaurs.
Yeah, but like I said, dinosaurs are dead and they're not trying to be famous.
No, this one. This actually happened. Whatever. I don't even feel like bringing it up. I was going to bring up. Okay, this is what I was going to bring up. I was going to bring up the dinosaur TV show. Not the mama, but
yeah. That was a wild show because that
show was
animatronics
wild.
Or is that costumes?
Oh, they're puppets, costume and puppets.
That's incredible, man. They used to care so much.
Jim Henson. We've got Tim Burton on the mind.
They used to care so much about making shows and movies. Dinosaurs, you know how hard that was? Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, you know how hard that was?
Yeah.
He'd have that little train car behind him right away.
This
and
was
he would run and put his hands into two puppets and talk to fucking Maybelline or whatever.
This was like Jim Henson's last gift to us was this dinosaur TV show. He died before it actually aired.
He died.
He actually developed it in 1988. And then they were just like, what? And then the Simpsons took off and they're like, well, let's do the Simpsons, but with dinosaurs. So he actually had the idea before Matt Groening did with dinosaurs. That's how cool Jim Henson was.
It's cool how that happens where art pushes people in the same direction, but they accomplish their vision differently.
Yeah.
But that's Jim Henson, man. They don't make them like that anymore. Tim Burton with Nightmare Before Christmas, like we were talking about earlier. They just don't give a damn anymore. And it's kind of technology's fault. It's kind of a lazy generation's fault. Like I tried to learn claymation over quarantine and I wanted to kill myself. It's so difficult. That patience, bro, we don't got it. Our generation, we ain't patient like the kids that were raised without Game Boys. They used to sit on their couches just staring at the wall. So claymation for them is like a dopamine explosion.
Yeah, dude. So I just looked up Wallace. Remember Wallace and Gromit? I just looked up how long it takes.
Again,
so
one of the best.
15 months to make one episode.
What?
Yeah.
And here I was as a kid going, why aren't there more?
Yeah, like, I know. We're like, why aren't there more?
Because most of these episodes took longer to make than how old you are. Mm-hmm. Bro, that's wild. 15 months.
I think I read that right. Yeah, so general quotes on the speed of animation of the Wallace and Gromit film. Oh, so this is the movie that they made. And the movie came out pretty recently. But like one TV show. Dude, I remember they went to the moon and to get some cheese.
Cheese.
And then the alien. Do you remember, or not the alien, it was like a robot skiing. Do you remember the song?
Not really.
We love that
If
song for
if I
whatever
heard
reason.
it, I would probably recognize it.
You probably cry.
I do cry a lot at music.
I have
Music,
a
music be making me cry, brother.
yeah. I don't know if you've taken a look, had a chance to take a look at my Spotify playlist lately, but I've got one that says in. I went back through like all my playlists because I make a ton of playlists. You
Here,
know,
what's the name of your Spotify playlist account? And I can put the name under you right now
you can.
when I edit this podcast.
It's just Adam P. Santafanti, P with a period after it.
Okay, cool. So go check out his Spotify playlist. Which one were you talking about?
There's one called Indie Songs That Make Me Cry. And I renamed it. It was just like my indie song playlist, and then I hadn't updated it since like 2015 or something like that. And I went back and discovered all these like songs. I'm actually gonna pull it up right now because I need to tell you about some of these songs here. It starts off with that Snoop Dogg thing dropped. Sorry, distracted. But I you could show a Spotify playlist on your. You just can't play the songs,
Yeah.
so that's fine. So I'll just share it. I'll just share the screen and show you what kind of playlist we're talking about here. But these are the indie songs that make me cry now. And I think the last time I updated these was all the way because Spotify lets you see the day you put them on.
Well, you're going really
Okay.
fast.
Yeah, I'm rolling down to the bottom. The last time I updated it was 2017, and I added a Foxygen song.
Wow, 222 songs that bum you out.
Yeah, these are all songs that make me cry now. A Candle's Fire by Beirut. It's a great song. And then
The
so
Riptide by Beirut?
yeah, Riptide by Beirut. You've ever heard it before?
I think I have.
Yeah, you probably have. You probably have.
No, I think what I'm thinking of is
Hung
a
out with
Chance.
me.
I'm thinking of a Chance Joy song or whatever his name is.
Vance Joy.
Chance
Chance
Joy.
Joy. Vance Joy.
Dun, 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 dun,
Riptide, yeah.
dun.
The Good Life. This is from an album called Saddle. So the album, record Saddle Creek, which is Conor Oberst's record label, or it used to be. I don't know if it is anymore, but that's where you had Bright Eyes, Curse of the Faint, all those like indie bands we really liked when we were in college and later high school years. Uh, well, back in 2005, they put together this like thing called Line Up. It was a Saddle Creek benefit for the Hurricane Katrina relief, and there's two really good songs on there. One by the Elected, San Francisco via Chicago Blues. That song makes me cry like a motherfucker. And then New Year's Retribution by The Good Life. That song doesn't make me cry as much, but it does get a tear out. And then any Fleet Foxes song from that first album or any early Fleet Foxes
So
when Father John
why?
Misty.
Why can I ask why? What's the main driving force? Ex-girlfriends?
No,
Time
just
past?
my failed life.
What?
So just the things
Bro,
that never.
you ain't dead yet.
So like back in 2009, I had an opportunity to buy a lot of Bitcoin for very cheap, and
You and
I
everyone
said
else.
that's not going to do anything. That's not
God.
that's fake. That's a fake thing. That's fake currency. Money's not real. Fuck all that. Boy.
Really? Because
These are the songs
I'm
that
able to
remind
buy
me of.
juniper plants with all my Bitcoin.
Oh yeah, all right. Well, they don't do that here in Detroit. Maybe that's an Austin thing. Um,
Wait,
We Are
so
the
2
People.
weeks by
There's not a
Doozy?
song that makes me cry more than We Are the People by Empire of the Sun. Because when we saw them at Bonnaroo, we didn't get close enough, and I wish we had gotten closer.
I don't even remember seeing them. I think that's the day I was being a bitch and broke off from you.
No. That's when you were getting the guy with the hands and the lights.
Oh, that was Empire of the Sun?
Yeah,
mother
and that guy
guy.
he looked like he was blowing load. Like I watched him do it to another person. He acted like he was blowing loads in people's faces.
Was that what he was
It's not
doing?
how you're supposed to do it. Yeah, our friendly friends from neighbors from Indiana.
I wasn't even on anything. I
No,
was
yeah, you were.
100% sober for that Bonnaroo, and I just have that face, bro. I just have the face of someone that took way too many drugs at the festival. And he comes up to me and he's like trying to, use the light to
to make you feel, yeah.
and all I'm doing is just sitting there going. And apparently this face, which normally it works, which this face means I don't want this. Stop talking to me. Apparently that didn't translate to him.
No, it doesn't translate to people at
I
festivals.
gave him my De Niro eyebrow, and he didn't stop the. Yeah, what was his name? Zach came up to me and he was like, "That guy just came all over you."
He did.
Dude, those brothers were cool. Talk about other long distance brothers.
Yeah,
those guys were cool motherfuckers.
Zach and his brother. I haven't talked to those guys in forever.
It's been a long while.
I ran into Zach at Bonnaroo in 16.
What?
Yeah, I saw him there.
What are the chances?
Yeah.
Yo, go back to that list real quick. I have a question about one of those songs that makes you sad.
Okay. Yeah. What?
Why does 2 Weeks by Grizzly Bear make you sad?
Oh, that one. That one reminds me of a. That one reminds me of a girl.
Oh, okay.
Several actually.
So they can find this at Adam P. Senafani on Spotify. I'll add the name.
Yeah, here I'll pull up my profile. Take forever to load. Yeah, here I am. Look that's me in Austria. The picture. I'm like in front of the coolest rose bush I'd ever found. That's me. That's my name. Follow me on Spotify and listen to the music that I listen to, because I listen to good music and you don't. Especially all you people that listen to Travis Scott. If you listen to Travis Scott, stop now.
Wait, let's see your top artists this month. Tycho, Brand New. We gotta get Brand New out of there. Bonobo, The Lumineers, Lord Huron, which we talked about in the first episode. Still,
and no one's ever gonna see.
If you want to see that first episode, you can find it on our Patreon for $248. AFI, are you? Yeah, you've had the bummers late at night, haven't you? You know what my bummer, like AFI is definitely a band you listen to when you're not in a good mood, like where you want to be sad. Like it's not where you're in a bad mood. You're just like, you know what, I'm okay with feeling contemplative right now. You know who my band is Counting Crows.
Yeah, you've been on that Counting Crows kick.
Bro, I'll put on Counting Crows Long December and just drive. I'll drive past my apartment. I'll just keep going north. I'm just like,
next thing you know, you're in San Antonio at the Alamo, singing Long December.
I love that the song you were just listening to on repeat was Broccoli.
You can see that, yeah. well, yeah. I had to. Every now and again, you gotta listen to Broccoli.
I wish we could play that without it.
That was the last song I was playing. Yeah. But yeah, these are all the top tracks this month. I was listening to this Work for Love song. So I didn't message him. I commented on Amoeba Hollywood's Instagram page. They had like Betty Boop dancing on like a flaming pie to this song. And I'm like, what is this song? It's a good song. There's like a breakdown in the middle. And they're like Work for Love by Ministry. Their first album is like Ministry is they have a great first album. Everything else is okay. And then I've been really liking Ocean Man, the song by Ween. I don't know why. I never liked Ween before, but this song,
Ween like that one-hit wonder band?
No, they're a no-hit band. I don't think they even have a hit, but people really like them for some reason. And then this song by Bonobo, who I'm going to go see in March.
Oh, you are?
Nice. Bonobo is amazing. Definitely good chill music. Music that it's good music to chill to, sleep to, have
shower
sex to,
music.
Shower to. You can, go on a nice nature walk, put on some Bonobo, you're good to go. And then I really like the song Ophelia. I've been listening to this one like nonstop for the last like 5 years. That's a really good song. So I like the Lumineers. They're a good band. I like Lord Huron. They're a good band too. And Brand New is a great band. Shut up. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what Jesse Lacey did. I know a lot of people that like Brand New. We won't get
Okay.
into it.
Okay. Separate the art from the artist.
And then unless it's Bill Cosby. Jesse Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, you know.
Yeah,
Remember that a few
did that
episodes
episode
back?
get released?
Did we ever release that one? I think we did. That was number 3. I don't remember.
I can't remember.
We've only done 7 of these. We don't remember what we talked about.
I know. Well,
La Dispute. That's a
narrow one.
great Michigan band from Grand Rapids. I highly recommend check them out if you like post-hardcore and
LA
poetry.
Dispute.
La Dispute, not LA Dispute. LA Dispute.
Are they French?
Are they from Dead Mouse 5 or
Are they French?
NOFX? No, La Dispute.
They're
not French. They're from Michigan. They're from like Grand Rapids. I just said that.
J'ai un pistolet. Dans la ponche.
And then this band here, they're all right. You know, I remember we were moving Dad up north to Ithaca, to the Ithaca house. Do you remember that? Remember when we first went up there back in like 03?
Yes.
And I don't know where you were. I think it was just, it must have been all 3 of us in the U-Haul. And I put on the classic rock station.
Yeah, we were driving up with Girl.
Yeah, that's right.
The dog. We stopped at Arby's.
Yep.
And that dog ate that Arby's sandwich in probably under 4 seconds.
Yeah, good old
Maybe
Girl.
2 seconds.
I remember. It was funny.
Right, what were you saying?
No, I put this on, and this is Dad's favorite band back in the day, and I put on not Time, but some song from this album.
Were these
it was
guys?
Us and Them. I put on Us and Them, Pink Floyd, and he goes, I could tell he had like a nostalgic moment that these are obviously songs that make him cry, just like my indie songs, and he's just like, oh, he's driving, and he's just like, oh. And it's, Us and Them, and he's like, man, memories, why is my life so bad? Just
like father, like son, huh? Listening to music and thinking their life sucks when they're still alive.
I almost ended the whole thing. Anyways, and you see all the.
Yo, actually, I need you to look up one more song that I want to show you, the song that I listen to when I really need a good cry.
What song is that?
It's Lou Bega's Mambo Number 5.
Oh God.
I listened to that the other day. It came on one of my playlists, and I didn't skip it.
You didn't skip it?
Bro, I rolled my windows down and I jammed.
That was the
I'm just
first
waiting for
song.
Kanye to sample it. If Kanye can sample that, dude, do you know the song Kid Charlemagne?
No.
By Steely Dan?
No.
Okay, so
should I look it up?
Yes. This song is a song about
monetized, pulled off.
What?
Go ahead. What? I'm sorry. What were you gonna say?
This song was written by Steely Dan about, was it Owsley, the LSD creator for the Grateful Dead, their sound technician. This is a song about him. And then most recently, I think it's on the album Graduation by Kanye West. He samples it in a song about his dad. So I give Kanye credit, man, because he's introducing like young men and women probably to bands from an era that is very much looked over in terms of like who they were writing songs about, it's almost like the songs they were writing were messages to us in the future, to being like, hey, they're erasing history, but our song is about the truth. And Kid Charlemagne by Steely Dan is one of those songs.
It's a good one. I'm going to add it to my playlist because I don't know that. I don't remember this song.
Bro, you're going to be jamming.
I've been listening to a lot of Steely Dan lately. So.
Me too. It's them and Hall & Oates. That's just some feel-good music, man.
Oh yeah,
I'm
I
just
like Hall and
driving.
Oates.
I
Yeah,
that's my go-to now when I'm
our
driving to shows. I put on Steely Dan. I get that bass riff, and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking
our
rock it.
generation really got into Hall and Oates recently. Like
Well, they're
first,
good.
there's all these songs that are like people get into. Like there's
Rich Girl.
yeah,
Rich Girl by Hall and Oates,
Rich
bro.
Girl.
Put that on in traffic, and you will not be angry.
There's Rich Girl. There's Africa by Toto. People love that song.
One of
It's a
my
good song.
one of my favorite tweets during the whole George Floyd thing, because there were still people who had a sense of humor last year.
Yeah.
One of them goes, y'all white people, we're gonna talk about Africa after this. We're gonna talk about Africa by Toto after this, but right now you can have it.
That's funny. I was laughing there, and I had that thing turned up, so I didn't set it on fire. But I think I burnt my nose.
Yeah, your mustache is a little too big to be. Do you use crutches in your cigarettes?
No,
I use crutches
never.
because of
I
the
don't need
facial
no
hair.
crutch. No, what I like to do when it gets like this is I'll open this. Oh, everybody, put your hands together for
All right.
3-time Stanley Cup
All right,
champion,
that was
number 77, Paul Coffey. Now playing for the Detroit Red Wings. It is 1997.
Oh wow! Look how
I
cool
gotta.
those shadows look.
Whoa, dude! Look at the shadows. Let's look at the shadows in our room. I don't have any shadows. That's what we have.
I get the object obscura. Oh,
You
bro!
should paint that. What's that painting behind you, by the way? Is that did we talk about that painting before?
I had.
It looks like a cobra.
I don't know. I don't know where that came from. I did DMT once, and it was there when I came back out.
Gotcha.
No, I actually painted it after my first DMT trip. The original. Okay, so when I lived in that one brick building in LA, in Echo Park, I went outside it once, and there was this frame and a portrait of a man smoking a cigarette. And I was like, someone was just throwing it out. And I was like, well, that's a beautiful canvas. I'm gonna paint over it one day. And then months later, after like painting on it with little things over the guy and changing how he looked and stuff, I had an intense my first DMT trip, came out of it and tried to replicate what I saw. This is all painted with my pointer finger. Because I was
you
just
finger painted that.
As a finger paint, like a child. And
you're a little baby.
It looks absolutely nothing like what I actually saw. And it's vertical right now. It's supposed to be horizontal.
Yeah,
it fell
what
from
happened?
the cats, and that's how it was hung back up by Hassan. And I just haven't changed it yet.
It sounds like fuck it.
But yeah, it's not even close to what I saw in the geometric world of the
Did you saw Paul Coffey in your trip?
No, I've actually never seen any entities or anything. I don't subscribe to that belief of that.
I saw Wile E. Coyote. I swear to God, I saw Wile E. Coyote in a motorcycle jacket in my.
What do you think DMT conversations sound like to people who have never used drugs?
We sound crazy.
Do we?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It sounds like insanity, right?
Imagine if you were just like this little church-going, fundamental Republican Christian type living in fucking Missouri, and you're listening to these kind of conversations. You're like, those people need to go to a mental asylum and they need to find Jesus. That's the kind of shit those people think, about people like us who have had open-minded experiences.
And the people who use the DMT are no different than them, because they say we need Jesus, and all we say is they need DMT.
I don't
and
think
both of them are
for
wrong.
Everybody.
What you need is a glass of water.
Yeah, I think water's for everybody. You gotta drink water.
I'm drinking tea right now.
I just had some coffee. So any coffee you drink, you gotta drink water with it.
Yeah, it dehydrates you.
I usually drink coffee black, but Brian Chelsea had these like little Cold Stone creamers for sweet cream. I was like, oh fuck yeah,
Yeah,
sugar in
sugar.
that bitch. Oh
Let's get
yeah,
some
baby.
sugar in this coffee.
I'm not awake right now. I'm actually very tired.
Yeah, me too. Um,
So
did you ever see that sorry, go ahead.
I was going to ask you about a show that you did. I know that you'd already talked about your show, but I did see that you had a show with some famous comedians, semi-famous comedians on there. Last Thursday, there's like a woman on the flyer.
Oh, that was this Tuesday.
That hasn't happened yet.
No, that was this Tuesday. That was
Oh,
2 days
okay.
ago.
Yeah. So how was that show? What was that show all about?
The girl that booked me actually just texted me. I think actually they're having a gathering later.
Oh, damn! I wish I could just like fly down there real quick, party, make my appearance.
But yeah, the show was awesome. I mean, that's the show I had to follow Derek Poston on.
Okay.
He was a drop-in for it.
Oh.
Hans opened us up. Then it went to Lucas, Heather. I don't remember who else was on it.
Lucas
Jeffrey
who?
Berner closed it out and dude, he is so funny. Like everybody, like it. My prediction for Jeffrey Berner is people will know him as like our generation's Dave Attell.
Mm-hmm.
Like everyone, people say who's the best comic, I think they're gonna reference his name, and I think some of his peers will be bigger than him in terms of touring acts, but he by far and away is one of the best joke writers and funniest motherfuckers I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Like he gets such obscure angles on his bits that it's like, bro, I'm not even a comedian when I'm in the same room as him. Like, this is incredible. Like, I'm like, every time I see him perform, I'm like, I have to step it up. I have to get better.
Good.
Yeah, it was a fun show. I noticed on like the third comedian because some of the comics weren't getting the laughs they deserved, and I was like, what's happening? So I'm like really paying attention to the stage, and I noticed that on the stage, a lot of stages in Austin are like this. It was lit for a band. Like there was one spotlight over here for the guitarist and one spotlight over here for the bassist, and there was also a drum kit still on stage. So we're competing with that energy. It's like, why can't we take this down and remove it from the stage? A drum kit on stage when you're performing comedy is so distracting. And a lot of comics will say a joke that doesn't work and they'll go back and hit the cymbal. And it's like, don't do that. Don't do that. You're not helping yourself. Because ba-dum-bum is like, yo, that's like when a joke is corny. So I noticed the spotlight thing, and I noticed a lot of the comedians were walking in between the lights and they were losing their facial expressions that deliver the bits.
Mm-hmm.
They were completely losing the audience in the inflection of their eyebrows or their smile. And yeah, so when I got up there and did my set, I just stood stationary in the light because I thought that would be more beneficial.
You've been on stage so many times, so you know what it's like.
I've been yelled at by so many directors to get into the light that it's like, it's in here. I can't ignore it.
Get in the light.
Yeah.
Mr. Glazer. That's my impersonation of Mr.
Actually,
Glazer.
No, Glazer
I'm gonna do Mr.
Glazer never yelled at me. Glazer let me
in the
pretty
light.
much have free reign on my characters.
Yeah.
Ulrich is the one who would yell at me.
Get in the light.
All right.
I'm just kidding.
Calm down with that.
Get in the light. Because he's like, you know, I love Mr. Ulrich. He's a good guy. He's a good man.
You have to give a man credit that creates that many good singers. Like he found,
yeah, he did.
He's the reason I believe everyone can sing. Because I could not sing.
He turned me into a decent singer. When I joined
choir, I didn't know what pitch was. I didn't know what breathing was. I was just a amorphous nothing. And he taught me how to sing. Like that's everyone who like thinks they can't sing. It's like, yo, with just some discipline, surrounded by like friends, you can like, it's a good atmosphere for learning. Plus, he also set some like weird arbitrary, like you had to earn it. You know what I mean? I don't know. You didn't stay with choir the whole time.
No, I was only there for 2 years, and I did concert choir 2 years, which I was good enough for that, but not chamber singers. Dude, the concert choir at Stony Creek, they were at another fucking level. They were on a whole nother level, dude. Everyone had like years of experience there.
I think one of the best things that happened to me was not getting into chamber singers my junior year.
Yeah, you wouldn't have. Did you? Who? Okay, that was. I'm getting you mixed up with Kemmler because Kemmler had 2 years of. Wasn't he in your men's choir? And then he
No,
was also in concert.
He was in my concert choir my sophomore year. No,
No,
wait,
he
yeah, it would have
wasn't
been
because
men's
he.
choir. It would have
Yeah,
been my men's choir.
yeah, he was. Kemmler.
He
God bless
showed
you.
up
He
once, and Ulrich just goes, "Who smells like gasoline?" And, Kemmler goes, "I was filling up my car, and I pulled the hose out too quick without releasing the handle, and it got all over my shoe."
That's my best friend. Dude, when him and I were in class together with you remember Rob Thompson and
Rob
God,
Thompson,
Rob, you are the
my
man. I haven't seen you in
my
years,
rah
but you
rah
are the
basketball
fucking
coach.
man. Yeah, you and your little brother. I loved you both, even though Joey was a little. Joey liked to get in trouble, but I loved him all the same.
Joey
Those
got the
guys.
best technical foul I've ever seen in my life. It's the final game of the season. We're down by like 2 or 3. There's only like a minute left. So you have to foul the guy to put him to the line. And, you could just do a light touch and the ref will call it. They know what you're doing. And the ref blows the whistle. They throw the ball in, and Joey, full on sprint from the half court line to the 3-point line, tackles this young kid on the basketball court, wraps him up, and brings him down to the court. And I go, yeah. You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to cheer on your player tackling. And that kid looked hurt. He's like limping up to the free throw line.
I might have been there for that.
And yeah, man, that was fucking hilarious. Because the coach goes, "You need to foul him," and Joey just took it as like, "Oh, I can do it all."
He's like, I wish I was playing like that all season. tackle basketball.
Yeah, remember that one time I just walked off the court?
Yeah.
I was like, put him in, coach. He's like, "That's not how it works. Go." I'm like, no, it's cool. Let him play.
Yeah, you were like,
nice. I was such a stupid fucking kid. I like literally clinically retarded.
We tried to get you into sports, and
I love sports. I would go to the church next door all the time and shoot free throws by myself, all alone.
Yeah. Yeah, that old basket with no basket, no net. I think it had a net. I don't remember it having a net.
I think it had a chain net.
Oh, I think they put one on eventually.
Okay. Yeah, that well, it would have helped if you wanted to play, bro. You lost interest in sports when I was gaining interest. Yeah, you like rolled your ankle, you fucked up your collarbone. And then
I got injured too many times. I was like, this isn't fun anymore. Well, it was a lot more fun.
It's like you didn't go play basketball anymore with me. You didn't go play football in the backyard anymore. You got really into music. And then I quit the football team because you're my older brother, and I went with you to audition for You Can't Take It With You.
Yeah. And now look where you are.
I could have been on the Pacers.
You wouldn't have been on the You could have been on the Pacers. Yeah, the Pacers of all teams. No, I'd see you on the Dallas Mavericks.
The only team that drafts white players.
Yep. Either that, or they might want to have a token Italian on the New York Knicks too, just because it's New York.
What I could have had in my Jeremy Lin moment.
Yeah.
You took that from me.
Well, how did I take that from you? You could have done it. You could have done it without me. Don't blame me for your stupid disillusional dream. Your stupid basketball dreams that would
Bro,
delusional.
I'm not trying to racial profile, but 8 out of 10 black men that I met in Los Angeles reference their hoop dreams. Like that was their dream, was to be in the NBA,
And
and they were this close.
well, not to racial profile, but 9 out of 10 white kids reference their net dreams of playing hockey in the NHL. So
No, I'd say
goes that
9 out of 10
unless
white
unless
guys.
you're
9 out of 10 white guys
our
reference
cousin
how they.
Alex, who
9 out of 10 white guys reference how they sold their Bitcoin too early.
yeah, oh yeah, or never bought it, never bought in. Unless you're a cousin Alex who wanted to be a wrestler, a professional wrestler, and he could have been.
He could have.
He could have
really
been like a mini Rock.
He still could if he wanted it.
Yeah,
Bro, people keep settling.
Yeah, don't settle. Never settle. We're gonna make it with this. We just got to keep doing it.
So I've already established other seeds in the soil. So
Good. I'll just live off those.
that's not how this works, brother.
It's
I'm not gonna be Billy Baldwin to your Alec.
Oh. Hey, so a while back, speaking of Alec Baldwin, you wanted to talk about like who would you be your dream interview if you were to like interview somebody, just to like talk questions with.
Let's do not dead or alive. Let's do alive.
Okay, yeah.
Dream interview. Who would you interview alive?
No, you go first.
Um,
You mentioned this really cool drummer who was in a band. He's in a couple bands.
that's tough.
While David's thinking, I'm gonna do a
There's
magic
so
trick.
many. I don't know, man. There's so many people coming to my mind right now. Like Schwarzenegger came to my mind.
Oh
Louis
yeah.
C.K. came to my
Okay.
mind.
Okay. Hey, I can be Arnold and
Dick
you
Cheney.
can Dick Cheney.
Bro, because you can interview.
What would you
You're
ask Dick
asking
Cheney?
them. I want to learn some shit.
What would you ask Dick Cheney if
I don't want to interview someone I like, because I've already watched all their interviews on YouTube.
Okay, so what would you ask Dick Cheney?
Why didn't you call? No.
Oh my god.
No, I would ask him if first question, I'd be like, "What's up, Dick? What's up, bro? Want a glass of water?" Because I'm a gentleman, you know. Want a glass of water? I would ask him about the buckshot. I would ask him about that, of course. I'd ask him if he'd do it all over again. You know what? I'm actually, now as I'm out loud saying it, I don't want to interview Dick Cheney. I don't care what he says. He just craves power and control. Maybe I'd ask him, you know what I would ask him? You know what I would ask Dick Cheney? When you got that other man's heart, did your consciousness feel different? Did you reflect on your choices differently? Not because you were close to death, but did that man's muscle memory change you? That's what I would ask.
That's a good question. And he would tell you no.
Yeah. What about you? Who would you like to interview, alive or alive?
I'd like to interview Ulrich Schnauz.
I don't know.
Ulrich Schnauz is a little known musician from Germany, and I'd like to ask him, wie geht es dir? Es geht mir gut, danke. Alles gut, ja? And I would speak German with him, and I would interview him in German, and I'd ask him questions like, bist du haben eine Schlugenhausen, Schlucken, meine Schlugenhausen? Ja. And, we'd just go from there.
I need to relearn German.
Yeah, you should.
I met Tony's mom last night, Heidi, and she just got here from Germany. She hasn't seen her kids in 2.5 years because of COVID.
Wait, whose mom?
Tony Casillas, comedian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his
mom come aus Deutschland? Yeah.
Yeah, she was out watching comedy shows last night. We were talking. She's from Western Germany, Bavaria.
That's more southern, but Bavaria is to Germany what Texas is to the United States.
Okay.
Like they're basically their own country, but
Okay.
they're
Well,
not.
that's where she originally is from.
Yeah.
And we were talking. She invited me to Friendsgiving, where
Das ist gut,
because
yeah.
I'm not going home for Thanksgiving, so she invited me over to have dinner with all of them and other comedians, I guess, who
Oh yeah, you're gonna have
are
some
not going home.
Schnitzelgruven.
And she was saying
I should stop.
she's making schnitzel
Schnitzel, yes.
and spätzle.
God damn. Oh yes.
So I said I'll make rouladen
Yes.
and roadkraut. And she was very excited about that. And I was too, because I'm like, yes, I'm gonna have a German dinner on Thanksgiving with
Did
people.
you see?
I was gonna probably just stay home and do nothing on Thanksgiving, hit up some comics to come smoke weed and be bummers. But this sounds so much more fun. But now I gotta find a butcher. Remember, Mom used to always go to
Nishkas.
Nichkas?
Whatever. I've heard her
Natskis?
pronounce that. I've heard it pronounced like 4 different ways. I've heard Nishkas, Nachki. Yeah, Nachkis. That was Opa's way of saying it to be funny. Nachkis, like not like Nazi.
Nazis.
Was Opa. For those of you who don't know, Opa is our grandfather. You whatever educated fucks out there. But anyways, not I've heard Nishkas, Nachkis, Nochkas, and Nichis.
Yes.
But whatever.
But, you have to go to a butcher and get very thin meat.
Yeah, you gotta get that thin. Gotta get that thin beef.
Yeah, and I'm like, man, do you ever say you're gonna do something and then immediately regret it? Yeah, I was like, I'll make rouladen, and then in my head, I'm like, man, this is gonna be a fucking day, bro. like I remember always watching Mom do it. It's like it takes time.
You see Eric Wareheim's rouladen video?
No.
Oh my god!
I'm nervous. I want to make it good because she's from Germany. Like you can't bring bad rouladen. So I think I'm gonna end up having Mom walk me through it.
Yeah,
like
I think
I'm
that's
FaceTime her and.
Or you could do it Eric Wareheim style.
What did he do?
I think he put egg in his, like a hard-boiled egg. I have to look.
No, that's not.
No, that's not.
I'm doing it exactly like Oma did. Exactly like Mom did. Little bit of mustard and a pickle, rolled up, toothpicks, gravy.
Yeah, so he calls it the Bavarian egg roll. Bavarian egg roll. Bavarian mega roll. It's spelled MEGGA roll, and I'll send you the video because it's actually really funny because
yeah, it just doesn't sound good with egg. It sounds like the egg would take away from
Tim Heidecker shows up and he's like, we're gonna put mustard in it.
Hey, you're supposed to put mustard in it. You're not supposed to put eggs. You know what eggs were my favorite? The eggs that Nona would cook in the red sauce.
You don't like those?
Oh no, I do. Those were my favorite. You ever do that at home for yourself?
Just like some marinara and some eggs.
Yeah, go get a jar of like Classico or like a good sauce. Put it, get it boiling, put it down to simmer, crack eggs in. Like you can put one, and then just let it sit. And the sauce poaches the egg. And then you scooped it and you put it on top of your pasta and you have like egg meatballs.
I don't remember that.
You never got one of the eggs from Nona?
I'm sure I did.
Yeah, she would do that because like, spreading the money. It's cheaper than always having meatballs. But it also tastes really fucking good. Because the white portion of the egg like soaks in all the red sauce. And then you got that like creamy yolk in the center. And it just mixes with the noodles.
So it's just like egg pasta salad pasta.
But like, like poached eggs.
poached egg pasta.
Or it's even great just on like a piece of toast. You get the egg, and then you pull it out with the sauce, and you just crack it. And you dip the toast in the red egg. Yeah.
Never done it before.
Well,
I have to try it.
try it.
I'm
You
about
know
to
the saying
grind up
with
some tobacco.
eggs. What?
I'm about to grind up some tobacco here to smoke
You
some more.
you know they say that cage-free eggs are no longer cage-free,
What?
and that if you truly want cage-free eggs, you now have to get pasture raised.
That's like the same difference between like Mediterranean and Italian olive oil. You know like I guess Italian olive oil is cut. If it says Italian olive oil, it's cut with canola oil because the mob or some bullshit.
So what does
And then
Mediterranean mean?
pure, it's better. Like
Oh, okay.
it's more pure. They did a study.
My olive oil is from Portugal. What does that mean?
Oh, Portuguese. That means that it's actually grapeseed oil, which is actually better. So you're actually getting better oil labeled as olive oil.
Really?
I don't know. I'm just making shit
Oh.
up.
Okay. You gotta grind that tobacco.
Kind of the biggie. It's
Uh,
not anything else.
you see,
There's nothing else I'll be doing.
there's a couple other stories I wanted to share. Oh, did you hear Joaquim Soria is retiring? The
Why?
former relief pitcher for the Detroit Tigers.
Why?
He's
Why?
37. He's been in the league for 14 years.
Well, good luck on your new adventure. I don't really care about him.
Okay.
The Tigers haven't done shit since 2009 or 2013.
Did you see
Whatever.
Shang-Chi?
What?
Did you see Shang-Chi?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
How was it?
It was okay.
Oh, okay.
It was a Marvel movie.
I want to watch it.
So
They just
Marvel
put it on
movies,
Disney Plus.
all Marvel movies are good. All right. I don't care. They're all well made. They all got great special effects. Some are better than others, but they're all good. They're all at least 3 stars. Even Black Widow. Black Widow is 3 stars. I enjoyed it. I haven't seen the Eternals yet. Have you seen the Eternals?
I have seen the Eternals.
You know what movie I went and saw last night? I went and saw because we've talked about it the last 2 podcasts. I went and saw The French Dispatch, and it was hilarious.
Oh, it's already out?
Best movies I've ever seen. It's fucking
already
hilarious.
out?
Yeah.
When did it come out?
Came out this weekend.
Oh, maybe I'll go see that today.
Past weekend.
That sounds like a fun day.
It was hilarious. Bill Murray is great. Seeing Bill Murray and Jason Schwartzman together again, and then Owen Wilson's really funny in it. It's more ensemble. I think Timothy Chalamet and Frances McDermott, their part together was fucking hilarious. So, yeah, they're all great actors, and then Adrian Brody and Benicio del Toro was great. That whole so it's like 3 different stories, and they're all like basically different stories in this newspaper, and Bill Murray is like the head of the newspaper, so his movies
I'm gonna go check that out. I might go see it today.
Visually.
What theater is near me? That's fantastic news.
Yeah, you need to watch it.
Well, I kind of want to get the taste.
Oh, and Jeffrey Wright and Liev Schreiber were great together.
Sweet. There's a showtime at 3:50.
The 1950s interview, and he switches back between black and white and color a lot in it, but does it so. If you're a fan of Wes Anderson, go fucking see it. It's one of his best movies. It might be my new favorite one. Move over, Fantastic Mr. Foxy Boy.
Well, fuck, man. The last 3 movies I've seen in theaters are all superhero flicks, so it'll be nice to see something that's not fucking that.
Yeah, it'll be good intellectual. It's good. It's good for your intellectuality. So,
see, is it intellectual or is it just highfalutin?
Both.
the other thing I wanted to talk about besides that is how, because our father was part of the Detroit Free Press strikes back in the 1990s. And today on the internet, I read the word scab
Yeah, because
on
there's a ton of strikes going on right now.
someone's protesting for Kellogg's. So the Kellogg's workers are striking the Omaha plant, and Kellogg's is filing a lawsuit against them. And like they're out there striking, and they have the word scab on a sign, like
Yeah.
it's it brought me back because we were on the lines with dad holding signs, flicking off cars. We were children, but we were encouraged to do all that by the striking workers.
I don't remember any of that.
You don't remember that? Going to the side of Van Dyke?
Oh, of course I remember it.
Meeting Anita Baker?
Yeah, she was awesome. She was so sweet to us. Anita Baker was amazing.
So kind.
She loved you and Alex and I. Like, she was just so sweet to us.
I remember having a little crush on her.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you were
she was wearing
you were being shy.
She was wearing like a red leather jumpsuit.
Yeah.
She looked fine, bro. I was like 4 and I knew what the fuck was up. I was like, okay.
Yeah, and she came and performed in front of the building there on Van Dyke and Metro Parkway. Yep. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, those strikes are happening all over the country right now, and no one's talking about it. People are fighting for the value they're worth.
Yeah, and I mean, are Kellogg's workers really, that valuable? Yes, they are, because we eat cereal cereal's a vital part. I just wish they'd stop putting so much garbage into their cereals.
Yeah, but that's not the laborer's fault. That's Kellogg's. Take that up with the corporation. This is the same dispute against the corporations.
Well, that's what they should.
They control the ingredients, not the laborers. The laborers are there to make sure the goods get to all the people across the country.
Is that what they're for?
Yes, their distribution, their packaging.
Well, and you know what?
We go automaton and put a government stimulus out there for all the workers that get displaced, or we pay people what their souls and value are actually worth. Their existence should not be wasted on futile things. America needs to correct its labor force. We had 4.4 million people quit their jobs last month because people know what's up. They know the government will give you the money. This whole COVID thing has dismantled every former belief of structure. It needs to be restructured, and the leaders in charge right now are a goddamn joke.
Mm-hmm. Well, I had more to say about this, but I've been watching so much goddamn news that I'm just like so out of it. Like,
so yeah, man, I truly don't know what's gonna happen with this labor movement.
The labor movement, and then these are some weird, strange things, happening right now, and I think this labor movement needs to happen because over the past like 20 years, unions have been decimated, and unions are a good thing, I think, in the sense that it protects people's jobs and stuff. But I'm not a union worker, and I have a good job, and I work for a great company that's I'm getting raises every year. My life is getting better every year that I work for the company that I work for. It's not fake business. I don't work for fake business. But I don't know. I've been so lucky because I know a lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of people struggled last year, and you saw a lot of people gain. A lot of the money went to the upper 1%. Well, my wealth actually gained too. I'm making more money than I ever have, and it's because of the pandemic. So you had to be in the right field, and something with information technology, something with, it sucks. I feel bad for all of our, restaurant owners and people who work in the restaurant industry, bartenders and restaurant managers. I was in that business for a long time, and and what they
Do
did,
we have any friends with restaurants
I have,
that we
yeah, I
could
have
shout
quite a few.
out?
I have quite a few. Well, actually, I
Oh,
can't
while
think of
you're
anybody right now.
thinking, um, Derek and Zach, I know, have a bar that they opened right, I think, before it in Seattle. Did you know this? The Francis twins have a bar in Seattle
No, I didn't know
that
this.
they're like co-owners of. It's called Black Cat, I think.
It would be
Black
called Black Cat.
the Black Cat. And it's got like a groovy psychedelic logo. So if you're in Seattle, that's worth checking out.
And how do they do?
They're surviving, you know?
It's in Seattle. Black Cat Bar Seattle. They've got 4.6 stars, and there's $2 symbols, so they're a little expensive.
Well, it's the Francis twins. I mean, they know
Here, we can share
they
their.
they, they
I'm sure
know.
they'd like this, and maybe they can sponsor us someday. This is their website. Not really much to it, but we'll go to their Facebook. Lilu Dallas Multipass. I love this place already. All right, let's go. But they're closed now, so can't go.
Well, I think it's like, it's a bar. They open probably 2 p.m. It says on my thing.
Yeah.
2 p.m. to 2 a.m.
Oh yeah, it's like five or it's like 5 o'clock. It's like 11 there.
Does Yatuma still have his sandwich shop?
I don't think so. I think he
Oh,
sold it. Some other guy's running it.
okay.
I haven't talked to him.
Yes.
Yeah, we should find local sponsors for each side because we're Detroit and Austin. By the way, did you like
Yeah,
my
and,
theme
and
song?
we just shouted out a place in Seattle.
Yeah, what the fuck? Well, the Francis those guys are like I guess they're your friends.
They're my what?
I guess they're your friends or something.
They're like brothers.
Not my
Like how
brother.
Kemmler's a brother to you.
Kemler's not my brother. He's my best friend. You know
But
who's my
they're
brother?
my
You know
best
who's my
friend.
brother? You're
If
my
you want
brother.
to get
I only have one brother, and
technical
that's
with the
you.
words,
Do you remember the website Albino Black Sheep?
no.
Never mind. It was like E-Bomb's World, but
Bring it up.
better. It's not alive anymore.
Hey, let's take the Bing News quiz.
Okay, I'll take it.
Bring it up.
Oh, I have to bring it
Let's
up.
see. Let's see. I saw that today, and I'm like, oh my god, Bing has a news quiz. I'm like, I'm gonna fail this. I'm so out of touch with reality. I could tell you who's president right now in the DMT realm. I could tell you that.
Who's
I could tell you.
Joe
I can tell
Rogan?
you how the new tax reform in the DMT realm has helped stabilize both the fractal imagery and the flowing energy.
Where's that music coming from? Oh, okay. So here, which island's foreign minister addressed the UN while standing knee deep in seawater?
What was it? Which islands, country, foreign minister? Wait. Is that right? You got it right?
Yeah, I got it right. Diamond bracelets belong to the last queen of France. Sold more for 8 billion. Who was she? That was Marie Antoinette. That's just a history question. Paul Rudd.
Hey, can we slow this down, Adam? Are you taking it or are we taking it?
I'm taking it. It said who's named People's Magazine's sexiest man alive.
All right. Zoom in a little bit. Yeah, there you go. Come on, brother.
Well, I'm being timed.
Well, yeah.
Legislator voted to change Dixie State's university controversial name. Which will it be?
What, Dixie State's controversial?
Which is it going to be? Mississippi or Florida?
Mississippi.
Utah?
What?
Really? I've never heard of that place before.
Isn't
Utah. I've never heard of Utah before.
Isn't there a Dixie line?
Next one. Actor Dean Stockwell died at age 85. He co-starred which sci-fi most appeared as a hologram. Oh,
it's definitely Quantum Leap.
I didn't know that.
I actually
Never.
I was just trying to be contradicting to you.
I didn't know that. Well, you were right.
So do you
I
know the
I
quantum? Can you bring? Okay, real quick. We're gonna sidetrack. Go to YouTube. Bring up quantum leap.
No, we're
And
being
then
timed. We can't do that yet.
no, fuck. Who cares about the time?
All right.
It's going up, not down. Go to YouTube. Jesus, man. No, go to YouTube. What are you doing?
We're
This
not
is
allowed
why
to.
I'm being the host next time because this is ridiculous.
Well, get your computers in check. I have 2 screens. How many screens do you have? None.
Go to
One.
YouTube and look up quantum leap and type in the letters RET. Can you side screen it so we can see?
What were those letters?
RET.
All right, here we go.
I'm not saying the word.
Oh, I know the scene. I already know the scene. I already know. I don't think we're allowed
put it on
to.
the screen.
All right, hang on.
Come on, man. Why is this?
Hang on. Jesus. Calm your tits. All right, here we go.
But
That-
is the sound off?
Oh, okay. So let's do it again. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. There's a reason why I wasn't sharing sound. All right. So what do I need to pull up? Quantum leap. I'm retarded.
I'm retarded?
Yes. Now let's go back to the test.
Now, do you hear the music that I was hearing before?
Oh, is this for the test?
Yeah. The town of Hamtramck elected the First Nation's first all-Muslim city council. We know where
This
that
is
is.
awesome. We're from there. Not Hamtramck.
First all-Muslim city council.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Fine. They're gonna do fine. Hamtramck's a great town. They'll probably fucking clean it up.
You know, the Hamoud's dad
Oh my god, this
ran
music.
for Dearborn, I believe. He ran for mayor because they had never had a Muslim mayor or they had never had a Middle Eastern mayor. And so when he ran against the incumbent, who was some old white guy, the party he was running against completely changed, shifted everything up, and got this young Middle Eastern guy that they could keep. You know, they could keep everything they were doing going, but they just branded it with a younger version of him, and they won the election. So it doesn't matter what religion or part of the world you come from. In America, everyone's corrupt. It's our number one export is corruption. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Anyways, a country music awards. Luke Combs was named Entertainer of the Year, but who won the most awards?
Ooh, wait. Let's
It's got to be Chris Stapleton.
Stapleton's been making some good music. Ooh.
Manfred Steiner, a student at Brown University, fulfilled his dream by earning a PhD in physics. Oh yeah, I heard about this. He was old. He's 89 years old. Speaking of later in life accomplishments, Nimble Will Nomad became the oldest person to complete which feat? Hike the entire Appalachian Trail.
Sail solo
Sail
across
across-
the Atlantic. Visit every
I think
country of the world.
I think it's number C.
What's his name? Nimble Will sounds
Nomad.
like a guy who sails.
All right.
Go ahead and say C. You go with your guess.
It was
Oh,
hike
we
the
both
entire
were wrong.
Appalachian Trail.
We both were wrong.
We suck.
You know what though? With Nomad, we should have known. Nomad seemed like they'd go to the Appalachia.
This was hilarious. A Georgia judge jokingly issued a ban on which holiday phenomenon, I'm calling it tyranny, I'll find a shelf Christmas music in November. Naughty and nice list. I want to say it's B, but I got a feeling it's A.
I have a feeling it's C because everyone's so you can't be mean. How dare you tell a kid that he's naughty?
Yeah, right. uh, let's go with Christmas music in November. It was Elf on the Shelf.
What? How is that
All right, let's
telling?
see our score. I got the silver trophy. I got 7 out of 10 correct.
Hey, you got a C, just like you did in. No,
Just like I did in high school.
man, bro, I once got an 8% in English class.
A what?
An 8%.
It's okay. I had like a 12% in German too. Is I did not turn in any homework or study.
Yeah, same.
Unfortunately, like
that was the year
I could do.
Oma passed away, so I just stopped with everything.
Yeah. Smoke a cigarette after that victory. I know my news, not everything, obviously, but look up the rules on that quantum leap thing, by the way. All right, so
what?
the quantum leap, look up the rules about playing other YouTube videos on YouTube.
Oh, like that wouldn't be allowed?
Yeah, that we might get pulled for that. Well, no one watches this, so who cares? Let's just keep it up and see how long we can do it.
All right.
Did you listen to my theme song?
Yeah, that's a song. Let me listen to it again right now.
Put at the beginning of this. We're gonna cut all this part out.
You don't like the one I have right now?
I do, but I want to do different theme songs for every episode.
Oh, great. That's not gonna require more work. And
I recorded that in like 5 seconds.
Separated by 1,000 miles. In Austin, the others in the Detroit area somewhere. Long distance brothers, long distance brothers. They live far apart, the brothers, and they live a long distance from each other, yeah.
oh, I didn't hear the guitar last time at the end. I like that. So that can be the outro music. How does that sound?
Okay, do that. Add the outro music. This thing's getting better and better as we go along.
You have to, yeah, we're adapting, we're growing, we're figuring it out.
We smoke cigarettes.
The next step is I want to, I'll send you one. I'm going to invest in better microphones for us.
I'm good.
Well, did you hear?
It's
not good enough though, because I want you to play music on this podcast. And because you have you're really good at playing guitar and singing.
Can I play my
hear it, because last time we couldn't hear you singing while you were playing the guitar.
Can I play my Volca Beats synthesizers next time?
Yes. You don't have to ask. You can do that. This is also your podcast. I'm just saying it needs a music aspect.
Well, I really want to play my Volca Beats because my Volca Beats are the most fun ever. It's the most fun little toy instrument. People debate about these things. They're like, are they toys? Are they instruments? But then you actually put together some fucking decent fucking tracks and people are like, oh, they're actually instruments.
What are they called?
Volca Beats. I have like 3 of them.
Can you bring it up?
One's for drums. Yeah. One's for drums. One's a synthesizer and the other one's a bass. Hang on. Let me try not to burn my house down with my cigarette. Ooh, excuse me.
Oh yes, that little guy. I think that's some righteous shit.
So I have the drum machine. I have the AM. Wait. I don't know what I have. Oh yeah, I have the bass. This one. Wow. Ads. Yeah, I have this one. And then I have the other one that's like the FM. Not the, I say AM. It's the FM. I still put AM. I'm so stupid right now. Yeah, this thing. I have this thing. This thing's a lot of fun. You make like little noises. My favorite is they've got a sample called the organic, and it sounds like a organ, like a church organ. And I like to use that one the most because I like the sound of an organ. Went to church a lot as a kid, so I like that sound.
It is a nice sound.
It's a great sound.
Osama in the
Should we and speaking of church, since this will get released next Sunday, should we say a prayer?
Huh?
We should say a prayer.
Okay.
I'm gonna say a prayer, okay? I wanna pray. Okay.
Say a prayer.
I'm gonna pray for all the little kitties out there, especially your two cats, because you own them. And I'm hoping that you don't do anything terrible to them, like feed them poinsettias. So yeah, that's my prayer. Amen.
That's all you're praying for?
That's my shitty prayer.
Just cats? There's
Just praying
so
for your
much
cat.
other shit.
I'm praying for your
happening, man.
cats.
There's so many other horrible things
Look
happening.
at that cat's gonna knock that thing over.
No, I have it grounded so it won't fall.
He'll find a way to do it.
It just sways in the wind like the trade centers.
Is that the Obama cat?
Mrs. Obama. Because he's got a big O on the side here.
Holy shit, I've never seen that before. He does. Oh, cat.
Big O.
If it was a girl, you would have named him Oprah.
Yep.
Probably, because that's how you are. Anyways, well, should we wrap this up?
It was either Obama or Osama. And
Hey, kitty. Is that the emo one?
yeah, he's such a fucking bummer.
Was he the one that was looking out the rain, looking at the
Yeah.
rain, looking at the window at the rain?
He's a sad boy.
What's his favorite band? It's the Smiths, isn't it?
No, he doesn't like listening to Smiths, but he loves Morrissey.
That's weird.
He likes Morrissey's later work.
He's got some okay songs later on.
He wrote some good songs. When I was living in LA, they like worship him there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Suede Head is like the theme song to every LA chick. Okay, well, I've got to go.
The living room ends with a cat on me.
Yeah, I gotta go, David.
You do?
Yeah, it's time
All
to go. How long have we been recording for?
I don't know. I'll see once I end it. I think probably about an hour and a half.
That's too long.
Yeah, it is.
Go get some sleep.
Well, no, I got shit to do. I'll trim it down.
All right.
There's definitely some stuff I want to cut out of this one.
Look at that. Do they like your beard or?
Yeah, they like me. Yeah. I feed them. I keep them alive. I protect them from the ghouls. I feed them a lot of milk steak. And they're protected right now under bird law.
I thought cats were like the enemy to the birds.
They're if you don't have bird law for your cats, then when they kill a bird, they can't be tried.
See, these are things I need to know. I don't think Jim's protected under bird law, so
Probably not.
and he was out all night last night, so he probably killed a couple birds. He's probably going to prison.
Was he? He was out all
Yeah.
night.
All night. All right. Well, I'm not gonna do the fuck you thing anymore. I felt really bad after the last one. I watched me do it on the last podcast, and I felt really bad. But I will say this.
You're gonna say it.
I love you, brother.
Oh.
And also fuck you.